Hello, happy day. Um, my name is Miriam. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. I woke up. This is my hair. I'm not gonna do my hair yet because I'm gonna say what's fresh in my mind right now. The person who hears a cry for help is the person who is responsible to help. Oh, hello, Kika. You're you are very much in my space these days. Um, yes. Hi. What? She needed to be let into the other room. That's what you wanted. So that being said, the person who hears helps. I heard my cat. She needed help getting inside her room, and she doesn't have thumbs. I had closed the door. That was my bad. That was on me. Um, and so the person who hears is responsible to help. And you have heard so many people's cry for help. And because you've heard so many people's cry for help, you have felt so responsible your whole life. I was listening to one of the people who, the prophets in the collective, Jadina, and she was talking about the specific collective of people who feel this responsibility and have always felt this great sense of responsibility. And this is why. Since you were very young, you were hearing cries for help because you can sense it on. You were speaking the language of energy, as all children do. And you helped someone for the first time, and then each time, for some reason, you were always the first person to hear the cry for help. The thing is that other people were hearing the cry. They just shirked their responsibility. They were hearing different cries. You did not shirk your responsibility. You continued to help. And because you helped so often and were responsible so often, even since you were a kid, you were helping manage everyone's emotions. You were helping do chores. You were helping your friends because you're the therapist friend. You're the helper. So many people come to you and they say, this is what is ailing me right now. This is what is so heavy on my heart right now. And it's something that you feel comfortable in. And that's the thing, too. It's this duality of both this this burden and this honor to get to know people so well. And what you notice is people almost are going to they become very close to you, and they get these really great relationships, and then sometimes you might have felt alone a lot in your life, that they were mainly there to take from you. Perhaps people were telling you that they were taking from you and saying, this is what isn't okay, this is what isn't right. And that's very possible. If that is the case, like, sometimes whenever you're such a kind person, you give too much to yourself and you're overpouring your cup. There are people in your life who are meant to say, hey, you're overpouring your cup. I notice that as soon as you get any water, you immediately pour it out to other people. And then you don't even leave a drop for yourself. And it becomes like this thing. You don't realize why they're saying it because you're still too young and it's a bit too esoteric. Or you're giving away all of your stickers and you never come back with any stickers. All of your stickers have been given away to the people that you want to be friends with, and they don't give you anything in return. They just take it. They're just like, thanks, bye. And that's it. And so it's been almost like a lonely existence, but now you've shifted that. You've made connections with people. You've understood you've understood why certain relationships work. You've delved deep into yourself enough to understand that you were pouring your cup dry. And sometimes going straight to like, actually, just don't even go in my cup. Here you go. Let me just build a funnel system that goes from, instead of from the spout to like, it's just gonna go straight through. Somehow we're gonna just like siphon it immediately in other people. And these are things that it's time for you to at the time it was time for you to see that. It was a safe place for you to see it at that point, so you could go through and recognize those patterns and break those cycles for yourself. The amount of times I've been catching the 5 on here right now is ridiculous. So there's exchanging energy, exchanging energy. Anyway, 5, change, growth. 2 5s is a 10, which is a new beginning, which is a 1 stepping through the portal of 0 and still being a 1. But it has been through a journey at that point, because who knows what's in the portal. And so now it's like you're stepping into this position, this not honorary position. It's almost like a job. Like you have a new title. You just got a promotion in the universe, essentially. And because you have a promotion in the universe, it's because you've been doing the extra things that allow you to do the job. It's just strictly how it works. It's like you put in you walk those steps in that direction, so you ended up at that building. And it just is what it is. It's just a comprehension thing, and it's at this point it feels very comfortable for you. Even while you're kind of making these decisions to move, like to say yes to certain things, say no to other things, like just you're stepping in a way and moving in a way in general that is true to yourself. So you don't really have a lot on your mind. When it comes to meditation, it's very easy to get to a clear mind now, because each step of the day you're moving in your authenticity. 727 as I say that. Anyway, you have figured out that you are definitely on your path. And you've seen it's nice to be on a path. And I say this all the time, it's great to be on a path. And it's nice to see that the path is beaten down and stuff by other people's steps. But it's even better to see a sign that says, yes, this direction is that thing you're looking for. And you've been getting those signs. Like anytime you are, and you, it's not like you're just only acting in this way and you're only moving in the way that's like definitely perfectly in your path. You're also over there testing the boundaries and be like, hey, is that, do I like that? No, I don't like it as much as I thought. But when I'm doing this, I'm like, it's so fun. I'm beaming. After, like, you might get nervous beforehand, but then afterwards, you're just like, whoa. Anything that makes you feel better is what you're supposed to be doing, and not just like something that's instant gratification, not just like, oh yeah, it's really the things that isn't a mental gratification, it's a heart gratification. And so, as you are noticing that good things are cycling into your heart, because everything's going to cycle through your heart in some way. And so you might feel anxious, you might be sad, you might feel like, ugh. And while you're feeling those ways, it's a good practice to try and trace those things back. But really what it comes down to, especially these specific people, are, you know what it is. You've known what it was. And even as you are hearing these videos that you're seeing, you're hearing the things that you're seeing. Anyway, even as you're seeing these videos and getting these messages, it is still it's things that you already know. These are things that you already feel. So I'm really, really pushing you to start making videos. And not just me. The universe is pushing you to start making videos and to start talking about your specific story. You have a story. And there is so much room. There is so much room. And each person has, like, who is in this collective, who is experiencing these like great senses of responsibility, is not for no reason. Even though it may come from trauma, even though it may come from other things, it's because everyone is meant to lead in some way, shape, or form. Not the entire everything, but in their path. And so, whatever feels nice for you. And you can start recording them and upload them and set them to private. And you don't have to upload them to public at all until you're ready. And because you felt so responsible, I'm hearing that the perfectionism and responsibility is so closely related. I wanted to do this with my hands, but then I went like this instead. Because this is what's going on. Okay? 11, right on the dot. So there must have been a lot of fear in your life, to be perfect and not lack in any way, and make sure to be right on par, because you really got, there is a lot of praise. You're great at what you're doing. It's like now it's effortless to be good at stuff. Even whenever you fail gracefully. It's just something that, it's also even admitting to yourself. I think that's the bigger thing, is like you're finally getting to the point where you're able to admit to yourself that you're cool, that you can do cool things, and things that other people can't do, things that only your mind can do, and things that only you specifically can comprehend in your way because of all the experiences that you've had. So even if you're not making a video, maybe you're writing a book, or writing posts, even just like, what, this is my little do do do, writing it down for maybe your kids to see, even just if you're saying it to other people that you're interacting with in the world. Those are ways that you're spreading your energy, um, because the person who hears is the person who is responsible. And that is not a way to force you to say yes to things to help people who are manipulating you and hurting you. Because you are at the point now where you comprehend that cycle of who is actually for you and who isn't. And for some reason, I'm for you. Hello. Um, and you're for me too. Cause why? Cause hello. Cause hello again. And hi. So you're hearing this, and your responsibility, a lot of times people consider that a burden, but what comes down to it, in the same way that with great power comes great responsibility, with great responsibility comes great power. And so in the meantime, look out for the numbers and stay synchronized.